recording here. It's been so long. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to say first SCP reading of the year because people who see this on YouTube are gonna be like, wait a minute, what? But yeah, for people here on Twitch, it's the first one. Vin Von, welcome to the Fluff. I'm gonna wait just a couple more minutes just to see if Miss Galaxy Bun from yesterday's stream, if she will join the stream today, because she did want to join, she did say. But it could also be because, like, you know, shit happens in our world. That maybe, just maybe, she forgot. But yeah. We'll wait a little bit, and I would say in like 2 minutes, if I don't get any sign of her, I'll just start reading, and whenever she joins, I'll just recap what she missed out on. And that's how we're gonna do it. How y'all doing? It's gonna be interesting for people on YouTube because like for like 20 SCPs, I'm gonna be in this location, and then I'm back in the other location. So it's gonna be like, how sure was he in this area? I'm like, I actually wasn't that sure. It's just that I had a big ass break in between. The power of YouTube videos, where like people will like assume. I mean, to be honest, I do title it at the beginning, like when it was recorded, so people can guess, like, oh yeah, there was a huge gap. The whole December it didn't record apparently, so no wonder. Waiting, the audacity. Yes, we shall wait just a little bit, like not a minute. And also this text should be supposed to be black because I still haven't. I keep saying to myself I need to create custom text boxes, especially for SCP reading, because like whenever I switch between video gaming and reading, the text stays the same color, and black text in video games is very hard to read, while white text in the SCP website is very hard to read. It's bothersome. It's annoying. Okay, I think she hasn't shown up yet, so we'll just start reading. I wonder if Howard will join us. To be fair, I don't think I really announced the fact that I was online, so he probably won't. He probably will sleep through it. Because I should have probably said in the SCP discussion, like, hey, by the way, I'm streaming this weekend. So most likely, he will not be here. Unless he just happens to wake up. Oh well. Okay. Enough stalling. We shall go ahead and read the very first SCP that we have here, which is SCP-1750. Welcome to Jurassic Park. So that's not actually title, it just says Jurassic Park, but I wanted to say it like that. I'm surprised the SCP Wiki doesn't have a dark mode, to be honest. That is... Do you think if you have like a count on it, maybe? Do you think like it would allow you to have a dark mode once you have an account on it? But I know a government website wouldn't, but you know. Yeah, you know. Oh well. Okay. Welcome. It's a very never mind. There's a random day authors page. You know what that means. It could be longer than we anticipate at the end. So let's go. We're starting with Akita. Cheers to that. We're starting with Akita from the very beginning. Wow. Okay. The Foundation is collaborating with international governments, automotive manufacturers, and environmental protection groups, agencies, watchdogs to advance the development. I need to tone down the music on my side a little bit. There we go. Development of and promote the adoption of hybrid, electric, and ethanol-powered vehicles while reducing the popularity of petroleum-fueled vehicles. Mobile Task Force MU-13 Ghostbusters is working with the Department of Analytics to investigate and neutralize both vehicles and petroleum reservoirs that may be affected by SCP-1750. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, that's something later down the line. Affected vehicles should be delivered to Foundation Disposal Site 93 for recycling. Description: SCP-1750 refers to the spontaneous animation of petroleum-powered vehicles ranging from automobiles to propeller aircraft. Vehicles animated by SCP-1750 display animal-like behaviors with some similarities to crocodiles and birds, or some might even say dinosaurs. I'm just saying. There does not seem to be any underlying pattern or cause behind the phenomenon. Exosystems tailored for reptilian ectomorphs have proven the most effective at neutralizing SCP-1750 manifestation, which also end naturally once the vehicle runs out of fuel. Given this information, it is hypothesized that SCP-1750 is the result of dinosaur-based ectomorphs inhabiting the fuel in the vehicles. Well, that was a... We went from crocodiles and birds to reptilian to dinosaurs. That did not last long before we went to that conclusion. This would similarly explain why SCP-1750 has not occurred in immobile gasoline-powered machines. They may in fact occur, but would be no way for them to actually move upon manifesting. Yeah, a car, like a dinosaur possessing a car that cannot move because it has no fuel, is the equivalent of the T-Rex arms. You know, like they're there, they exist. Okay, addendum noted SCP-1750 manifestations. Location: Montana, USA. A motorcycle rally goes awry when the vehicles are affected by SCP-1750, dislodging their riders and then attempting to maul them using their tires and exposed tailpipes. Injured and wounded riders tended to draw more attention from affected motorcycles. All affected motorcycles lured into a local junkyard by use of domestic chickens where they are fenced in and exercised. All riding injuries blamed on improper vehicle handling. Class A amnestics disposal ordered. Colorado, USA. We just had dirty my glasses off, of course, again, during the stream itself and not beforehand. Colorado, USA. An 18-wheel semi-truck becomes affected by SCP-1750 while refueling. It proceeds to rampage through the city, sneaking up on smaller vehicles such as sedans and coupes and ramming into them to knock them over. Containment: because the vehicle has not refueled fully, it exercised itself after 2 hours. The vehicle was destroyed and the event blamed on a drunk driver. Class C amnestics used. Bavaria, Germany. A crop dusting plane is affected by SCP-1750 mid-flight, where veering off course and flying to the Vertach River, where it lands and attempts to dig up the ground near the river by spinning its wheel along the ground. Plane ran out of fuel and exercised itself. Pilot and bystanders given Class C amnestics. Excavation of the soul revealed a small culture of fossilized eggs hypothesized to belong to a Pterodactylus antiquus. It was just trying to get to its children. It was like, don't you worry. Darkhan, Mongolia. A jeep and microcar are simultaneously affected by SCP-1750, while the jeep wanders the city, occasionally running over foliage and ramming into the trees. The microcar attacks nearby civilians. The jeep eventually comes across the microcar, which accelerates into and rams it. The two vehicles proceed to engage in combat until a sudden sandstorm blows into the city and buries both vehicles. All affected civilians are given Class A amnestics. Destruction caused by the vehicles blamed on the sandstorm. Well, that's easier to explain, you know. It's like, oh yeah, your car exploded because of the sandstorm. Don't worry about it. There was no dinosaur spirit that took over it. It's all good. You're solid. You're solid. Okay? You're solid. Let's go on. Gulf of Mexico. A crude oil tanker is affected by SCP-1750 and proceeds to submerge itself with the loss of almost all hands on deck following its submersion. The tanker has been observed intermittently throughout the Atlantic Ocean, attacking small yachts and yachts and baleen whales, and behaving in a manner similar to a great white shark, a megalodon. As Jason Statham would say, it's a megalodon. The surviving crew members were given Class C amnestics. The affected tanker is still at large in addition to ongoing containment duties. The Foundation Atlantic... Oh, never mind. Close that. The Foundation Atlantic Fleet has been ordered to keep watch for and neutralize the ship if it is spotted. The environmental damage estimated to result upon its destruction has been deemed within acceptable parameters by the Ethics Committee. Okay, now we have a random days offer page, which I believe... Okay, it's an extra page, so let me just do this. Alright. Dr. This says personal file. Yeah. This stuff usually I don't fully pay attention to, so but I will read the overview. Arvind Ramkumar Desai, credentials PhD, biomedical engineer, PhD in computer science, director of Site 52, former head of biomedical division, former Prometheus Labs, liaison, clearance level 4. History: Dr. Desai was originally hired by the Prometheus Labs bioengineering division following the publication of his PhD thesis on the utilization of brain-machine interfering to create artificial intelligence. During this time, he worked on all major Prometheus Labs bioengineering projects, including SCP, and SCP. Just gonna mute that a little bit. Was eventually promoted to the head of bioengineering. Following the Cappuccino incident, what a cute incident name, Dr. Desai was designated as the official Prometheus Foundation liaison for several years. During the events of Data Expunged, he was extracted from the Prometheus Labs Marianas Trench facility and hired by the Foundation as a senior project manager on Project Steve Austin. During the event of the Redacted crisis, Dr. Desai was appointed interim director of Site 42. Goddamn. Following the crisis, he was officially promoted to director of Site 42. Dr. Desai currently oversees all major projects and SCPs contained within Site 42. And then we have cataloged SCPs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ship of... Have you heard of the Ship of Theseus? Interesting that jumps to the other ones. And not the one that we really covered, Yeah, I think the rest we can ignore. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that we have to pay attention to. Rating. Oh, yeah. Okay. That was our first SCP of the day, guys. Yeah. Welcome. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to do something. I need to get the text block out. There we go. Now we can have this. Alright, Jurassic Park. That was the first one of today. It should be on. It should be off. Let me double check. It's not off. Okay. Here we go. Now it's off. We got it. Took us a bit of time, but we got it. Yeah, no, I don't... I think it would be really awkward. Like, imagine you're driving on a highway, right? And then you were fueling your car, and suddenly when you step into your car, it suddenly like just veers to the right and chases a bunch of sheeps. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, how would you explain that to yourself? To anybody else? SCPs be so serious and stuffy, and then there'd be like the Skippity incident and MTF-709 silly billies. Yeah, it is kind of. But that's what I love. It's like the contrast of like how sometimes like an SCP can be so dangerous and so batshit crazy and horrific, but then there's like the ones where you're like, yeah, this one. It's just an incident that's like very stupid. I mean, the Foundation is also very inconsistent when it comes to like how they handle SCPs, right? Like sometimes they're like really smart about it, sometimes they're really brutal about it, and sometimes they're dumb. They're like, oh yeah, what if we try to provoke the thing that could kill us all? And then you're like, why would you? Well, like, what? But yeah, Jurassic Park. If my car became a dinosaur, or like had the spirit of a dinosaur, I hope it's like some. It would be interesting if it was like one of those like I don't know the names, and I keep forgetting all the names every fucking time. But Bronchosaurus, like the one with the long ass necks. I would love if like my car became that, and then it just went to a tree and just did this, but like it's just like that, and then we're stuck like that forever because it cannot go back on its front wheels anymore. It's just stuck, and you're like there, and he's there like. Wait a minute, let me just lean back a bit more. It's just like. Now what? So yeah. There we go.